We're just doing BuzzFeed quizzes for a video.
No, we are not doing BuzzFeed quizzes for a video.
BuzzFeed quizzes for a video.
No, shut up, shut the fuck up. We're never doing that. Hi, welcome back to Random Fact Friday at Factu-tainment. Let's play some PAC Man.
Yeah, PAC Man. And vote in the comments if we should do an entire series of videos where we take BuzzFeed quizzes.
No, shut the fuck up. I hate that.
What if we did a series where we do BuzzFeed Unsolved, but instead of ghosts, we do cryptids?
Hey, fuck. Maybe.
And then we can bring Cowboy in on it, and they can be like, you present some of the folk. Cowboy just presents some of the most insane batshit you've ever heard. And then I present a possible real world explanation.
What the fuck? Hey, I gotta... Something's being weird.
Do we need to re-record?
No, we don't need to re-record. Where is the... Okay, this is gonna be a dumb question. Oh, wait, hang on. There we... Okay. Okay, I got it, finally. I had to press insert to insert coins to fucking play. Which I like the, like, what's the word? You know, like, haha, it's like it's a virtual, game thing, but no, that was dumb. But yeah, no, we're good to go.
It's like, you can be like, well, today we're going to be talking about, like, the history of vampires, like, diving into the folklore and stuff, and, like, you dive into a bit of it, like, in different cultures and different traditions of vampires, like, the Middle Eastern vampires are from the European vampire, which is different from the Aztec concept of a vampire, and then I'll be like, and then possible real world explanation of vampires. A lot of the myths surrounding like weaknesses for vampires or weaknesses for things like mosquitoes and leeches, like how they don't like running water or they don't like garlic. But also another thing is another reason like vampires could have a phobia of water is because it may be a myth that begins with rabies, and people suffering rabies and animals suffering rabies don't like water. They're hydrophobic.
Yeah.
And then Cowboy can be like, and I heard if you take 15 like Viagra's, vampire drinks your blood, they'll explode.
Well, there's another thing that kind of goes with that of like, a reason, like the reason why a lot of vampire like not cure-alls but like fucking what's the word like repellents and stuff like silver and like silver and holy water and stuff is because that stuff was sterile.
Yeah.
So like it's like vampirism like being like a disease. Because holy water is one of the only waters back then that was actually clean.
What's kind of funny is if you look at like the most like safe things to drink would be holy water, which was sterilized and seen as holy, and then on the flip side, alcohol, which is seen as not holy at all, but that's also equally safe.
I remember what's the word? I remember reading like a young adult like fiction series.
So how to survive basically not getting diseases in the if you can help either be incredibly devout with holy water and like regular bathing and just be fucking drunk as hell. And like
I don't remember the name of the book series, but so for starters, vampirism was kind of a parasite, and but another big thing about it was that what's the word I'm looking for? The reason, like it, how do I put this? So it like the parasite didn't like icons. Like that's why a lot of like vampires don't do really well with like the cross and stuff. But because of that, you could like take care of these vampires not with like crosses and stuff, but like of shit that they like really liked before they got turned into vampires, like pop star posters. Yeah, like Britney Spears like posters and stuff.
Huh.
That's how the main character like takes care of a vampire who is like his ex-girlfriend in the very beginning. He puts up a bunch of like band posters in her little hideout to help deter her, and then I can't remember what it's fucking called. It was weird though. Vampirism was a sexually transmitted disease as well.
So, I guess we should do more facts.
Yeah.
Painting Easter eggs was first recorded in the 13th century, and the church banned the eating of eggs during Holy Week, the week before Easter. Unaware of this ban, chickens continue laying eggs during this week, which were decorated rather than consumed. Two Chilean artists built a home entirely out of glass after the previous one was destroyed in an earthquake.
I have a fat ass. That's a
Hocus
fact, right?
Pocus was a critical and commercial failure upon release, but became a cult classic after yearly airings on the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Between 2006 and 2007, Poland's prime minister and president were identical twin brothers, making them the first brothers in history to hold a country's prime ministership and presidency at the same time. There is a shrine in Indonesia where once every 35 days, devout Muslims visit, commit adultery with strangers in the belief that it will bring them good luck.
Hell yeah!
Sex temple!
I mean, who doesn't love a good sex temple? And who's to say that bathhouses are not the modern day sex temple? You know what I mean?
The fastest talking man on earth can't take out more than 500 words per minute and sings Michael Jackson's Bad in 20 seconds.
I'm bad, come on. No.
Kuru is a disease, prion-based disease, which is found amongst people from New Guinea who practice a form of cannibalism in which they eat the brains of dead people as part of the funeral ritual. This practice stopped in 1960, but cases of Kuru were reported many years afterward. This disease has an incubation period.
Okay, I know. Prion diseases are fucking terrifying. You
Yeah,
know
'cause
how?
it's like a misfolded protein, so your body can't fight it.
Yeah. Like you know how you say that you don't think God is real because rabies exists. I don't think God exists because fucking prion disease exists. Like
Yeah, because like
that shit's fucking terrifying.
it's it's sort of like cancer in the sense that like your body has a really hard time fighting it because it's your own cells.
Yeah, and like
It's
in the
just
end,
they were mismade.
yeah, and in the end, you can't fucking fight it at all
Yeah,
because it not only like with like cancer and stuff, you can like fight that because it's just like overgrowth of cells, but with prion diseases, it's your proteins like getting fucked over.
yeah.
That's why mad cow disease is still very much a big fear of mine.
Understandable. Did I tell you the thing about rabies is, although marsupials and otters are resistant to it,
Mm-hmm.
any mammal can get it.
Even
Which
me?
means, yes,
Oh no!
which means there's a non-zero
Shut the fuck up! You're gonna either say whales or dolphins.
that there's whales and dolphins with it right now.
I mean, who's to not say that dolphins just have rabies? Like, have you seen the shit they do?
Yeah, once present. Ooh, imagine what rabies would do to a whale because they're in water all the time.
Oh, that poor thing would be freaked the fuck out 24/7.
Although there are some cases of rabies where the animals aren't afraid.
In fact, they get real thirsty.
In 2019, Vice discovered a growing number of Chinese women were turning to paid virtual boyfriends. The interactions mainly consist of them being hired to sing them to sleep and send them compliments and chat with them via text or call.
Hell yeah, AI at its finest. No, kidding. AI is never at its finest.
During the medieval period, European royal households would employ a mustardarsis, whose sole purpose was to supervise cultivation and preparation of mustards.
I mean, mustard was pretty fancy back then.
I made mustard for a number of years.
Hmm. How'd that mead go, by the way, that you made?
It turned out all right. It was shockingly high proof. Like, I think it's close to 20%.
Did you? I don't remember where it is, but there basically, uh, there is a type of bee, and I think it's like an Asian country, uh, that the only flowers that they can get to pollinate and make honey from are a group of flowers that have neurotoxin in it.
Oh,
So
yeah, it's mad honey.
mad honey, yeah. Mad honey, I think, is like the closest that we'll ever have to space honey, from Futurama. Like, comment, and subscribe if you think I'm the bender of the group.
I think I went on a rant about how you could hypothetically make a mead.
I don't want you to go on that rant, actually.
I think I've covered this in a video before. But there's a species, well, it's not one species, it's a couple different species. But in South America, there's a group of bees known as the vulture bees.
Uh-huh.
And instead of pollinating flowers and like drinking sap and making honey based off of that, these still live in colonies, still have queens and workers and drones and caregivers and everything. But they eat meat. Specifically, they go to carcasses and they harvest like they harvest like the cartilage and other like wee bits from the carcass, and
Uh-huh.
they take it back and they process it and they make a honey
Out
using
of
that.
meat.
It's a jello like honey, yeah. Which
That
kind of makes sense
makes me fucking sick.
because jello is boiled
Yeah,
bones.
it's gelatin. The base is a cartilage.
Yeah. So they make that, and technically, because of how processed the bees make it, it's actually safe for human consumption. Because it's sterile.
I mean, that's nice. I'm still not fucking eating it.
But mead is made off of water, yeast, and honey at its most basic sense. So
Mm-hmm.
if you got that honey and you made mead with it, then
Mm-hmm.
you would have made vegetable free, like plant free mead.
Okay, so if you want to make this mead with this non-vegan honey, the yeast that we gotta use. It has to be pussy yeast. Like, I'm kidding
No, what the fuck?
though. What? If we're gonna make the weirdest mead ever, we should make it all sorts of weird.
Yeah, my current mead isn't. It's close. 20%. It's not like 20%, but it's like close.
And it's supposed to be a beer, right?
No,
No?
mead
I,
is its own kind of alcohol.
oh, I see.
It's as different as from beer as wine is from beer.
Ah. It's kind of like how it's like how people call all sparkling wines champagne, but
Excuse you, it's champagne.
okay, calm down. There's that brain again.
It's champagne, the finest.
Champagne. I'd fuck Zap Brannigan once. Like, that was a pity fuck.
That's what Leela did. And she got into this whole fucking.
Okay, but that was a hetero pity fuck. A gay pedo. No, oof, that was almost a bad one. A gay pity fuck is way different.
The hockey goalie Clint
I've been completely
Mark
ignored again.
Shucks. What am I supposed to do with that information?
I don't know. Yeah, what happened to yes anding me?
We both know that's not the relationship we have. I am not your enabler.
You're not enabling me, you're just doing improv with me.
Nick, and our dynamics are, I say, like, it's the straight man and the funny man. The straight man do your funny man. But that's not always the case because we'll just take turns doing weird shit.
How can I not be the funny man when I have to be the funniest man in the room all the time?
I mean, you are a clown by trade.
I am a clown by trade.
Anyway, Clint Marlachuk's throat got slashed by a skate during a live NHL game.
Oh,
The injury
yeah.
was so bad, 11 fans fainted. 2 got heart attacks, and at least 3 players vomited on the ice. Wound was so bad, it needed 300 stitches, but Clint was back on the ice a week later.
You know what? Good for Clint. Icons only.
And finally, there's a lake in the country of Peru, where jellyfish evolved without stingers after closed, leaving them isolated from their natural predators. These golden jellies are totally harmless to humans, and you can swim with them.
Cool.
Although I do know that you're allowed to snorkel, but you're not allowed to scuba dive in that lake because there's literally a layer of like anoxic like gases at the bottom that if you swim too deep, you'll like suffocate and die.
Oh, no. Well, now I want to go to this lake and start poking the jellyfish so much that they have to develop stingers because I'm their predator now.
Bye, guys.
But hang on, I gotta get this last line of pellets. Come on! Yes! Bye, everyone.